Have you ever thought that just a small spoonful of baking soda, something quietly sitting in your kitchen, could help revive a strength you once believed was lost forever? It may sound unusual, but for men over the age of 60, this is no longer out of reach. According to the National Institutes of Health, NIH, more than 52% of men over 60 experience issues related to blood circulation and male vitality, most of which are linked to decreased nitric oxide levels and metabolic imbalances. What is truly important to know is that many of these situations can be improved naturally and safely without relying on medication. Today, we will explore 10 remarkable benefits of baking soda for men's health after the age of 60, from supporting better blood circulation and hormone function to helping calm the nerves and reduce internal tension. Each benefit is supported by clear scientific evidence from studies conducted by Harvard and many other reputable organizations. If you have been feeling like your body is gradually slowing down, I encourage you to stay with me until the end of this video. Because from this point on, a new path to better health and renewed confidence may open for you. First, helping balance blood pH and naturally improving blood circulation. There is a quiet truth that few people pay attention to. After the age of 60, a man's body does not only age on the outside, but also changes silently from within. One of the most important yet often overlooked changes is the imbalance of blood pH levels. According to studies from McMaster University, when the body becomes overly acidic, the blood vessels begin to constrict. Blood no longer flows as smoothly as it once did. This specifically affects areas of the body that require abundant blood flow to maintain vitality and natural responsiveness. You can imagine it simply like this: blood is like the stream of water nourishing your garden. But if the hose is squeezed tight, no matter how abundant the water source is, it cannot refresh the flowers that need it most. Baking soda, with its naturally mild alkaline properties, when used correctly, helps rebalance blood pH levels, allowing blood to flow more smoothly. When blood flows strongly again, carrying oxygen and nutrients, not only does your skin appear healthier and more vibrant, but even those parts of the body that rely on sensitivity and energy begin to awaken once more. Especially for men over 60, feeling sluggish or noticing slower response times is not always due to aging. Sometimes it is simply because the blood has not been delivered to the right place at the right time. Have you ever tried checking your body's pH level? Or have you ever woken up in the morning feeling as if your body was still asleep? If the answer is yes, then a properly prepared glass of baking soda water each morning may be the key to reopening a door you once believed was closed. Second, reducing silent blood vessel inflammation and restoring the flow of life. Sometimes what slows us down is not something big. It is actually the small, quiet scratches within silently wearing away at us, little by little. For men over 60, this condition is known as chronic blood vessel inflammation. According to statistics from Harvard Medical School, blood vessel inflammation not only causes heart attacks or strokes, but is also a hidden reason why many men lose control of themselves. In the most important moments, blood still flows, but like a river, clogged with debris and silt, its current is no longer strong, no longer smooth as it once was. Have you ever felt that even though your mind wishes to act, your body can no longer respond in time? That is exactly when the inner lining of the blood vessels, where nitric oxide is produced to widen the flow path, becomes damaged by inflammation. The thin protective layer surrounding the blood vessels turns rough and stiff like an old wall. What is special is that baking soda is not just a neutralizing agent. According to research from the Journal of Immunology, Baking soda has the ability to activate the body's natural anti-inflammatory response in the kidneys and spleen, helping regulate the immune system. It is like dropping a clean droplet into a murky river, helping wash away things that have clung on for too long. You do not need a large amount. Just half a teaspoon of baking soda mixed with warm water each morning, taken consistently for several weeks, can create changes. You can clearly feel. Have you ever heard the saying, a quiet river holds unmatched strength? Blood vessel inflammation is a silent enemy, but baking soda is also a silent friend. In the same way, helping you regain the vitality you once thought had passed. Third, supporting the body's natural production of nitric oxide and awakening dormant signals. There are things deep within the body that the eyes cannot see, yet they hold the key to a man's vitality after the age of 60. Nitric oxide is one of those things. Have you ever wondered why when you were younger? Just a glance or a gentle word could prompt your body to respond instantly. But now, even though the intention is still there, that response has become slower and sometimes completely silent. According to research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, nitric oxide levels in men's bodies begin to decline sharply after the age of 50, decreasing by more than 50%. By the time they reach 60, this causes the internal signals, once instinctive, to become faint and weak. Nitric oxide is like the green light, the signal that tells blood vessels to expand, allowing blood to flow to where it is most needed. Without it, even if the mind desires, the body remains like a silent machine. Baking soda, when used correctly, does not directly produce nitric oxide, but it plays a vital role in maintaining an internal environment where this substance can be naturally created. You can imagine the body as a garden. Nitric oxide is the seed, while baking soda is the soft soil, the water, the sunlight, helping that seed sprout and grow strong. Interestingly, in a study conducted at McMaster University, athletes who used baking soda before exercising showed improved oxygen utilization and faster blood vessel response thanks to more stable nitric oxide levels maintained in a mildly alkaline environment. If you are wondering whether just one glass of baking soda water each morning can truly make such a big difference, the answer is, it is the consistency that creates the change. Have you ever experienced waking up and realizing your body has forgotten how to respond? If so, try letting baking soda remind your body once again. Fourth, enhancing oxygen delivery to sensitive tissues. One thing that often goes unnoticed is that blood is not simply a liquid carrying nutrients. Blood is the very source of life. And more importantly, it delivers oxygen to nourish every single cell. After the age of 60, having good blood circulation alone is not enough. Your body needs to ensure that every drop of blood carries an adequate amount of oxygen to exactly where it is needed. This is especially true for sensitive areas, which play an important role in a man's confidence and sense of vitality. Have you ever experienced the feeling that your body is still there, but it seems to lack energy, as if everything becomes heavier and slower? That feeling is very much like an engine running without clean fuel. According to reports from Harvard Medical School, when the body becomes overly acidic, it directly affects the ability of red blood cells to transport oxygen. When the internal environment is not balanced, hemoglobin cannot release oxygen effectively. Baking soda, with its mild alkaline property, helps adjust that internal environment. When blood pH is maintained at an appropriate level, hemoglobin molecules perform better, releasing oxygen at the right time and to the right places. This is not just theory. In reality, people who have developed the habit of drinking warm water mixed with baking soda in the morning have shared that they clearly feel the difference. Not only does their skin look rosier, but sensations that once faded also gradually return. You can picture it like this. If before, your bloodstream was like a delivery truck stuck at a checkpoint, now with the support of baking soda, that checkpoint has been opened and the goods, meaning oxygen, are delivered to every corner more quickly and completely. Are you looking to regain that sense of warmth and vitality that seemed to have fallen asleep? If so, perhaps starting with a simple glass of water each morning. That journey may no longer feel so far away. Fifth, helping smooth muscle cells, maintain energy and steady performance. There is a part inside a man's body that not everyone knows by name, yet it plays a vital role in maintaining natural strength. These are the smooth muscle cells located deep within sensitive structures. They are not like the muscles in your arms or legs, but they are the ones that help retain blood flow, allowing the body to maintain steady performance long enough during important moments. Unfortunately, after the age of 60, most of these smooth muscle cells begin to tire, lose energy, and gradually become slower in action. Have you ever felt as if you had only just started, but your body had already hurried to the finish? That feeling is not simply psychological. It is because the energy within these cells has been depleted. According to research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, smooth muscle cells operate thanks to a system called mitochondria. These are the energy factories for each tiny cell, but when the body's environment becomes too acidic or is under pressure from aging, these factories no longer run as smoothly as they once did. Once again, baking soda becomes a silent companion. By helping neutralize excess acid in the blood, baking soda reduces lactic acid buildup in the muscles, creating better conditions for the mitochondria to work more effectively. The simplest way to picture this is if the body is a vehicle, smooth muscle cells are the engine that keeps the wheels turning. Baking soda is like regular maintenance, changing the oil, helping the engine avoid wearing down too quickly. Men over 60 who have adopted the habit of using baking soda regularly describe that they not only feel stronger, but also notice a sense of endurance and steadiness, returning whether in daily activities or in the moments when it matters. Have you ever wondered if your body still keeps the same rhythm as before? Perhaps the answer would be different if each morning you spent a little time nurturing your internal energy source in a truly simple way. Sixth, helping the body respond better to natural testosterone. Many men over the age of 60 have believed that low testosterone is the main reason they feel tired, sluggish, and lose their zest for life. However, the truth is more subtle than that. According to reports from the Journal of the American Medical Directors Association, low testosterone is not always the problem. Sometimes the body still produces enough of this essential hormone, but the cells no longer know how to listen and respond to its signals. You can imagine it like this. The radio station is still broadcasting, but the radio inside your body has lost its signal or produces only static noise. The reason lies in the fact that the internal environment of the body gradually becomes tense and unbalanced when too much acid builds up. And when silent inflammation persists for a long time, the testosterone hormone receptors on cell membranes become less sensitive or even shut down entirely. Baking soda, with its role in balancing pH and gently reducing inflammation, is the element that helps clear the signal, reopening the communication channel between testosterone and the body. It does not increase the amount of hormone, but it helps the body make more effective use of what is already present. Have you ever experienced looking at your test results, seeing that your testosterone levels appear normal, yet in reality, you do not feel as healthy or full of energy as those numbers suggest? If so, this is where the real story lies. It is not about how much hormone there is, but about the body's natural ability to respond to it. What is interesting is that with just a small morning habit involving baking soda, combined with light movement like slow walking or gentle stretching, many people have found themselves feeling more awake, clearer, and more motivated each day. Are you truly listening to your body in full, or are you still missing the small signals it quietly sends you? Perhaps starting with a small glass of water each morning could be the way to tune back into that frequency. 7th, supporting gentle detoxification for the liver and kidneys, helping the body operate more smoothly. There is a saying that internal medicine doctors often mention: if the liver and kidneys are not clean, everything else is just temporary. Indeed, after the age of 60. These two silent organs play the role of gatekeepers for overall health and have a particularly strong influence on a man's confidence. The liver is responsible for regulating hormones and filtering toxins from the blood. The kidneys handle filtering urine and removing excess acidic waste. When both organs slow down, feelings of fatigue, heaviness, and loss of zest for life start to quietly creep in. Have you ever woken up in the morning feeling as if your body were carrying a load of bricks? According to reports from Tufts University, the kidneys and liver in older adults often have to work harder due to the long-term accumulation of uric acid, a byproduct of digesting foods rich in protein, sugar, and fat. This is exactly where baking soda plays its role as a natural support. Baking soda helps neutralize the excess acid lingering in the blood and urine. When the body's pH is gently adjusted toward a mildly alkaline state, the liver and kidneys no longer have to strain themselves, saving energy for the body to focus on more important activities such as maintaining testosterone levels, enhancing blood circulation, and keeping emotions balanced. You can imagine the body like a factory with two conveyor belts, one to transport materials and one to remove waste. If the waste is not cleaned up regularly, the entire factory will stop running smoothly. Baking soda is like the quiet janitor, keeping the conveyor belts clean and running consistently. Many men have shared that after just 3 weeks of drinking a glass of baking soda water every morning, combined with warm water mixed with a few drops of lemon, they clearly felt their body becoming lighter, their mind clearer, and familiar habits such as waking up feeling refreshed each morning gradually returned. 8th, helping reduce sugar cravings and supporting belly fat control. If there is one of the most noticeable signs when stepping past the age of 60, it is that the waistline begins to thicken. Even if meal portions have not increased, many men express frustration that even though they eat more carefully than before, belly fat keeps accumulating. What is even more concerning is that this layer of fat quietly affects male hormones, especially testosterone. According to research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, fat stored around the belly area produces an enzyme called aromatase, which converts testosterone into estrogen. This is one of the reasons many men feel themselves becoming weaker, less motivated, without really understanding why. In addition, many men over 60 experience sudden sugar cravings in the evening or even in the middle of the night. These light cravings may seem harmless, but they are actually a sign that the body is struggling to manage blood sugar and insulin levels effectively. Baking soda, with its ability to balance internal pH, helps regulate signals from the nervous system and pancreas naturally supporting stable blood sugar levels. When the body's internal environment becomes less acidic, the cells process and absorb sugar more smoothly, which in turn reduces abnormal cravings for snacks or sweets. You can picture it this way. When the blood becomes dirty and acid accumulates, the body is like a car running without an oil change. That engine is forced to find fuel in the wrong ways, such as craving sugar and starches, just to keep functioning. Baking soda helps clean that flow again, so the body no longer needs those unnecessary fuel sources. With just half a teaspoon of baking soda mixed with warm water before breakfast, combined with a diet rich in protein and green vegetables, many people have reported that long-standing belly fat begins to soften. The waistline becomes slimmer, and the feeling of random hunger gradually fades away. Have you ever thought that just one small habit could change both your shape and your mood each day? If not, perhaps it is time to give it a try. Ninth, supporting the nervous system to relax, helping the body connect and respond more. Naturally, there are moments when, even though blood circulation is flowing well and hormone levels are sufficient, a man's body still does not respond as expected. In many cases, the reason does not lie in the physical body, but deep within the nervous system, where all signals between the mind and body are controlled. According to research from Harvard Medical School, once men reach the age of 60 and beyond, the balance between the sympathetic nervous system, which handles quick reactions and stress, and the parasympathetic nervous system, which helps relaxation and connection, easily becomes disrupted. This makes many men fall into a state of freezing up when they actually need softness and flexibility. Have you ever experienced the feeling of wanting to relax, but your body keeps tensing up, wanting to move forward, but your heart pulls back? That is a sign the nervous system is overloaded, no longer able to distinguish when to fight and when to relax. Baking soda, though it may seem related only to blood and hormones, actually has a deeper influence on the central nervous system. When the internal acid levels decrease, signals from the kidneys and spleen sent to the brain also become gentler, helping the brain escape from a constant state of alert. This is like turning down the volume on a radio that keeps broadcasting negative news. When the noise quiets down, only then can natural and soothing melodies begin to play just 3 times a week. Drinking a glass of warm water mixed with baking soda before starting the day or before going to sleep, combined with a few deep breaths, has helped many people clearly feel a sense of lightness and reconnection with themselves. No more sudden fears or nervousness without reason. No more feeling like the body does not belong to itself. Everything becomes smoother, from breathing and heartbeat to the most private and personal moments. Have you tried listening to your body in such a simple way? Perhaps from just one light morning glass of water, a new peaceful door will open. 10th, combining with lemon or apple cider vinegar to amplify overall effectiveness. When it comes to baking soda, many people often think that simply mixing it with water is enough, but in reality, there is a simple method that can multiply the benefits of baking soda many times over something few people know about combining it with lemon juice or apple cider vinegar. According to research from Tufts University, when baking soda meets natural acids, such as lemon juice or apple cider vinegar, a mild chemical reaction occurs, creating tiny bubbles that help stimulate the digestive system, enhance nutrient absorption, and support the liver in detoxifying more effectively. You can picture it like this. If baking soda is the worker cleaning up the streets, then lemon juice or apple cider vinegar is the truck that carries all the waste far away. By combining both, the body not only balances its pH, but also cleanses the liver, cools the kidneys, and helps blood circulation and the nervous system operate more smoothly. In particular, the reaction between baking soda and natural acids creates a light layer of gas in the stomach, helping reduce feelings of bloating and indigestion, which in turn makes the mind feel clearer and more focused. Many men over 60 have shared that since adopting the habit of mixing half a teaspoon of baking soda with 1 teaspoon of lemon juice into a glass of warm water each morning, they not only feel physically lighter, but also notice their body responding more quickly and naturally in situations that once felt challenging. Have you ever wondered whether just 2 familiar ingredients in your own kitchen could create such a big change? By maintaining this simple habit regularly, you will clearly see that there is no need for anything complicated. Sometimes the simplest things bring the most profound results. And more importantly, regaining control over your body. Rediscovering confidence and feeling proactive in each moment is no longer something far away. Are you ready to try that simple formula for yourself? Perhaps tomorrow morning is the perfect time to begin. My dear friend, if you have followed along to this point, I am certain that somewhere in your heart, you already have thoughts about starting a new habit for yourself. Together, we have explored 10 practical benefits that baking soda brings to men's health after the age of 60. From improving blood circulation, supporting the natural production of nitric oxide, enhancing oxygen delivery, maintaining smooth muscle cell energy, helping the body respond better to testosterone, supporting liver and kidney detoxification, reducing sugar cravings, calming the nervous system, to finally combining with lemon or apple cider vinegar to amplify its overall effectiveness. All of these things begin with one small action, 1 glass of warm water mixed with baking soda each morning. You may be thinking, is it really that simple? But it is precisely from the smallest actions, when maintained consistently, that the greatest changes are made. Just like how small waves gradually shape even the largest rocks over time. So, starting today, take just 5 minutes for yourself each morning, 1 glass of water, 1 deep breath, 1 gentle beginning to the journey of regaining the confidence, strength, and sense of pride you once had in the past. I wish you health, peace, and steady control over whatever challenges you may be facing. If you find today's sharing helpful, please do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you do not miss upcoming videos. Which habit from today's story are you already practicing? Feel free to leave a comment below and share it with me. I am always ready to listen to your health journey.